know we have 1,004 attendees. They let us go over. That's pretty cool, I guess.
All right, can you guys see my screen here?
Yes, 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 yes. Maybe I have to get rid of it, Kevin. Let me see if I can exit out.
Well, this is the attendee. I took this right before we hit 1,000. If you guys can see this, 998 attendees right there. I can actually do another one. You can see we're actually at 1,004. They let a couple people sneak on. But cool stuff. Enough of that. Enough of that. We're just really excited you guys are here, and we got some awesome updates that we're going to go through today. But before we get started, for those of you who are new here, DS Domination, if you don't know who we are or what we've done, we're basically an educational platform that is really changing the industry because we're providing a way for the average person to really get out there and make an income. And all this was really based off of what Roger has done. What he did for over a decade. When I met Roger, he was selling things on eBay. He was making insane amounts of money, and I couldn't wrap my head around that too much. But I knew he was making some money. He's making good money, and I knew that he had taught other people to do the same thing. And that really got me just really intrigued into what he was doing because it's one thing to be able to do it yourself, right? There's a lot of people out there, onesies, twosies here and there. We call them gurus, and they can make money for themselves. But ask any of them, and ask anyone who's followed them. It's very difficult for them to get that to really duplicate. It's very difficult for that. And when I saw that Roger was doing this, that he was duplicating this and getting people to make money with what he was doing, it blew me away. And then to the level at which he was doing this, it seemed like everyone that he came in contact with, everyone that he said, "Hey, check out my process. This is how I'm making money, drop shipping on eBay." They were making money, and I remember, I remember buying a course on eBay about drop shipping things to your customers on eBay, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do these things. I didn't know Roger at that time. It wasn't time. I didn't know him. But once I met him and stuff, it just opened up all kinds of doors. And so the bottom line here is there's nothing else out there that was actually duplicatable the way DS Domination is. And back then there was nothing that was duplicatable, and today there's still nothing duplicatable. There's nothing out there where you can literally copy and paste it. Anyone can do this. So it's become really an industry changer, and I hate to throw that word around. It's kind of cliche, right? Industry changer. But it really has become that because of what Roger has really put together here as far as the training. And we brought that to market, and here we are with DS Domination, and you'll get one promise out of us for sure, and that promise is that we'll always get better. Everything that we do, we're going to get better. We're going to have more and easier ways for you to grow an income and be able to share this. So it's really those of you who are in here, the power of being able to drop ship um, things from Amazon onto eBay, from other websites onto eBay, and vice versa. You've seen it, you've done it, you've been it, you've been living it. And without before you had DS, I'm sure you didn't know you needed it, and now you probably can't live without it. So it's an amazing thing that we've done here that Roger has put together with the training, and we've been able to bring it to market, and this is where we are. So Roger, I want to turn it over to you because I know you have a lot of updates. You have a lot of things you want to go through with these guys, and I'll toss this back over. I just want to take the screen so I can show you guys that we are indeed at capacity, and so don't hang up because you won't be able to get on. And there's just so much happening here that other companies aren't they're not able to catch us what we're doing right now, and most of it is because we have a unique product. But a unique product doesn't make a company. It doesn't make a company. That's just the foundation. What makes the company is every one of you who got up, some of you who got up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, those of you who are on this call tonight, you're the company. You're the company. And we're just insanely excited to have you here. So I want to turn this back over to you, Raj. I'm gonna hand you over the screen. Can you hear me? Raj, you got me, buddy? All right, guys. Can you guys toss something in the chat if you can hear me? I think we lost Raja. All right, everyone can hear me. So I think we lost Roger. We're going to give that a minute, and he should be back here in a second. In the meantime, I'm going to take you guys on a quick walkthrough of DS. So who here on the call has never been inside a DS, isn't a part of DS, doesn't know what DS domination is? All right, cool. And there we go. So I'm back over here. Okay, so we do have a lot of people on the call that don't know about DS, and right now, if you don't know, guys, the last couple of days, Roger's been having some internet problems. Oh, there he is.
Hey.
He's back on. You good?
Yeah, throw me the screen if you don't mind.
Sounds good. There you go.
Brutal, this internet stuff, guys. I'm going to hardwire right into the wall. This is the last time this is going to happen. So, Kev, can you see my screen okay? Everybody, can you see my screen?
Can see it.
You good? Yeah. Like that one, huh? Okay, cool. So, guys, this is our new DS Domination logo that we'll be rolling out here in the end of this year, the beginning of next year. Pretty sharp, crisp stuff. And we're gonna start at the 20th. We're gonna start fixing up and prettying up that back office, along with many other things. So, just really quickly, a little bit more on top of what Kevin was saying on where we came from. I think it was August 23rd. We turned on the switch in beta, and it was, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. It was delayed, 5, 6, 7. And finally, everything went off, and DS was born and alive, and people were going crazy, and I was just celebrating, having a good time, and having a blast. And then Hitesh told me something about the help desk. So I hopped in the help desk, and I've been there kind of ever since for the last long time. And from there, we started growing. We started seeing little bumps along the road. We started fixing things and adding more content and more international friendly stuff and more programs, and Hitesh worked in the background on different software. We started rolling out roll-ups, for example. Just the field raised their hand and said, we want to do roll-ups. And, without going into too much detail, it doesn't matter to us if we pay out 100% of all the compensation, the 75% and everything else. We're a virtual product, so 75% payout's extremely high, but that's what we pay out, and we pay out 4% processors and a few other percentages of fixed costs, and we're completely happy with that. So when it was tugged on for us for roll-ups and stuff like that, we start rolling that out. No pun intended. If you're not familiar with that, that's where somebody in between you doesn't have, for example, Unleashed, and the person down below them gets Unleashed, and you have Unleashed, so you'll qualify for that. Currently, roll-ups are rolling in the background. My screen is blank. You guys can all see my screen, right? Okay, cool. So they're rolling in the background, and then they're going to be populated here in the very, very near future. So we've come a long way, just kind of reacting to what people needed and adding different content and different materials and different software and different things in the back office. The great thing for us is that and for everybody on here, is the vision of what needs to be done and what needs to be completed is so incredibly clear to us. And here's what's going to happen over the coming days and into the new year. Kevin and I are going to get on starting the 20th and recut every single video, make it crystal clear, make it compatible on basically everything on planet Earth for everybody, and make that a lot more easier to navigate. We rolled this out, and the first trading talked about opening up an eBay account. I couldn't fathom that people would have an eBay account and then open a second account, or that some of the international instructions were a little bit confusing, or things like that. So now that I've worked, I forget the last count, 8,000 help desk tickets to become, in depth, intimately involved with what people are feeling and what they're going through, we're able to roll out an entirely beautiful training program where you'll see all the videos recut, in-depth, more stuff added to it, and make it a lot more easier for everybody. Can I get a heck yeah for that, please, in the chat? That would be amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, Kevin, you got some videos to transcode. Are you up for it? Are you on mute, Kevin? You just disappear again.
Okay. I'm on mute. No, I'm okay. Ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm actually really excited. Got some good ideas. We're going to redo this thing.
Okay. easy killer. All right, cool. So, the other thing that we're rolling out, and I was on the phone with our connection from China. He's actually flying from, let me grab my iPhone here. I've been just run so hard. He's, where are you on here? Messages. Hi, Roger. Jeff. Jeff's actually flying from Atlanta to Miami right now, so I can't have him on here. But as I was talking to him, he's all systems go. They're bringing over container ships of product left and right now. And that's going to be our exclusive access. And that's going to be around March that we're going to have exclusive access to all this product that's unique, where we don't have to rely on anybody. It's completely international friendly. It can be shipped anywhere in the world. We are going to be launching an international platform where you can ship stuff from the U.S. all over the world, which is going to be amazing. And we're also going to be coming out with international pay cards with a U.S. address. Now, if you're from the international, you know what that's all about. And you'll be able to order from every single site instead of being limited by certain sites. So if you're from outside of the U.S. and you've struggled to order at a certain site, that will be fixed here very shortly too. Can I get a international hoorah for that too, please, in the chat? Awesome, Mark Fletcher. I want to see how many's on here from outside. Veer, okay, well, I can't keep up, so there's a lot of people on here. Okay, so that'll be cool. All right. Now, we're already loading up our DSD exclusive product line. Let's take a look at that really quick. So this will be our DSD exclusive product line site, and if you jot it down, that URL, don't use it. And Kevin, make sure you edit out of the video. So this is our going to be our product exclusive site. It's in beta test mode right now. It's loaded up with, I don't know, 50 to 100,000 items already. And as I've researched these items and gone through different car parts, for example, there's things in here, I don't know why I'm not listing them. They're $100 here, and they're selling for $300 in your sleep on eBay, okay? So you guys will be able to use this. You'll have a lot cheaper prices. Everybody will be able to make a lot of money with this, and this is our exclusive product line site that we're going to have coming out. Not just car stuff, but that's what we're loading up right now. And we have an intimate relationship with this person. He's actually out of Texas and does well, last I knew he did $21 million in sales a year on eBay. I think he's up to about $30 million in sales on eBay. And he imports everything, and he has it on site. He has the shipping down pat. He has stellar feedback. And as a matter of fact, we're going to be drop shipping from him. Okay, so he's going to be the supplier, and it's not nickel and dime stuff. It's $50 and $100 bills, physical product. Ship it anywhere in the world, anywhere in the U.S., anywhere you like, any car part you can imagine. Just come down here, select the part, put it in here, boom, search, okay? It won't be just car parts, but that's what we're loading up right now. So if you're interested in making huge profits with car parts and other products and DSD exclusive products and everything else, how are you feeling about that in chat? I'm going to have to hear you. If I'm going to roll out the next thing, I'm going to need some screaming on how you guys feel about what we have going on there.
Get loud, guys. Get loud, because you just heard Roger say a number. It's like 30 mil, all right? That's money that other people are doing on eBay. Other companies are doing on eBay. And this is the first of many. And so that money is now going to be transferred to our members. You will get that money. We're essentially creating our own economy when we do this that only our members can get their hands on. So love it. I love the claps. Mike, awesome.
Well, you know, as we were building out DS Domination and we were going through the different steps and getting it done, I mean, it seemed like it was honestly last week that Cheshire's like, what about this as a landing page? We're just like, okay, whatever. And it just has gone so fast. And, you know, when I would speak to when we first started, I was on the phone with big leaders and talking about this and answering questions. They would ask me, what can go wrong, and I couldn't even fathom anything go wrong. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. It's commerce. It's big companies that aren't going out of business and everything else, but this absolutely locks it down with our own product sourcing to eBay has to go to business, and that's the only time it stops. If DS Domination goes out of business, that means that Coke and Walmart and McDonald's are out of business. Okay, because we're riding along eBay, especially with our own suppliers. So there's no stopping this. So with the gentleman from China loading up container ship after container ship after container ship, 23 fulfillment centers, and with our other person here in Texas that does 20-something to $30 million in sales on eBay and has container ships after container ships after container ships, and with my propensity to get bored and go over to China and get our own container ships, we just are unstoppable, which is crazily amazing. And I have to give some. I didn't ask him to come out here, Kevin. If you can find him in the chat there, definitely ask him to come out. Jim Chow has been absolutely amazing. He's been a lifetime friend of ours, and he gave us great guidance and advice when we were developing this beyond. His intelligence in the industry, but as we'd roll out things, you'd say, that looks too network marketing. That looks too much like network marketing. So as you can see, we always lead with the product, and the network marketing side of it is kind of put aside. But I came from companies and a huge, strong sales background. So I originally wrote the drip for DS Domination, where when you join, you get an email about this, an email about this. And now after I've embraced this huge community of love and how fantastic, and the culture of DS Domination, and we don't even really have to push and we don't have to prod. It's truly helping people. It's no longer where you go to someone and you say, what, this will help you get a car or get your finances back, and in the deep, deep, deep down pit of your gut, that they probably won't make it. Here, because it's taken the reverse role where it's like, whatever, man, you want to do it, it's cool, and it's gone completely on fire from there. And as a result of that, we've rewritten. I started to do them, and now Hitesh is finishing them up. We've rewritten all the drip, and you'll have great follow-up emails for all the affiliate marketers and stuff like that coming out soon for you guys to see and tear it apart. So that's going to be taken care of here in the next, probably by the end of the year, I imagine, easily. Okay, so let's go back to this, and let's show this. You won't be able to see a lot of the screen, I don't think. It's in pretty small print, but when Hitesh and I started talking about the price tracker, anybody hear anything about a price tracker? Does anybody know anything about a price tracker on here on this call? Yes, you heard there might be a price tracker. And you guys probably don't need a price tracker, do you? Okay, so I did eBay for, it's a funny story. I did eBay, well, you know that story when I did eBay. I didn't have a price tracker, okay? I had the problem order videos, and I had 2,000 listings up, 2,000, 2,500. And when I first started, if I had a customer that was upset or I got a negative feedback, which was incredibly rare, it wrecked my weekend. I completely remember one Friday night, I got a negative feedback. We were just on the way out for dinner, and I went, refresh, and I just canceled my whole weekend. It was devastating, or so I thought it was devastating. After a while, I learned it was nothing. And I learned if a price went up or went out of stock, it was nothing. I would just send out the messages I have in those videos. But I know, because I went through it for a year, 2 years, 4, 5, 6 years, whenever I started implementing that and not worrying about it, I know no matter what I say, you guys are going to worry about it, and you want to track prices, and that's completely cool. So this one gentleman I trained named Jeff Keene, he paid me $2,500 to train him. It was November, and he reached out to me a couple of years ago, and he asked if I'd train him. I said, Jeff, I'm not working in December. I can't handle the Christmas rush anymore. I'm taking it off. I'm done. He said, well, if I paid you Christmas Eve, could you train me in January? I said, well, I don't want you to pay me Christmas Eve. That's lunacy. So I started working with Jeff, and Jeff was a police officer who lost a lot of money in the stock market. And not only lose his money, he lost his dad's money. So he's working 20, 30 hours of overtime to pay his bills up and then to pay his father's bills at the same time as a police sergeant, and really no home life and everything else. And it was pretty brutal. But I remember he got this Pelican metal briefcase, and he'd pull over on the side of the road late at night. He worked night shift and list on eBay. And with just a few short months, he was off that overtime, and he would retire right now with eBay, except for he's got a killer pension coming out in a few years that he doesn't want to lose out on. So the reason I tell this story is Jeff reached out to me. He had this idea of designing this price tracker. He's like, what if I designed a price tracker? Would anybody buy that? I was like, nah, I don't think so. Nobody cares about that. Well, could I have not been more wrong after monitoring Facebook and the help desk and everybody on this call that the price tracker seems to be completely imperative to you? So when I spoke to Hitesh about it, he couldn't just do a price tracker. He had to go nuts, okay? Because that's what he does. So your price tracker is going to work. It's going to be easy to function, but basically it'll cook popcorn for you and stuff like that too. Not only are you going to be able to track the prices, and I'll show this to you in a moment. I know a lot of you folks are on here to see this price tracker and everything. But not only do that, but you're also going to be able to, after you sell an item, you're going to be able to log the item, okay? And when you log the item, it's going to go into some data, and it's going to start showing you your hottest trending items and when to list them and all of this stuff. It's also going to get feedback from PayPal, and when somebody pays you on PayPal, it's going to spit it back into a spreadsheet for you. And when it comes back into the spreadsheet for you, because you're going to be tracking that item, it's going to tell you your cost. It's going to be on the spreadsheet, your PayPal, your fees, your everything. It's going to come out with your profit on the other end and show you how much you made exactly on that item. So what will happen is you're tracking a popcorn maker, and the popcorn maker sells. The person pays you on PayPal. PayPal reports back to your DSU back office that, hey, your popcorn maker sold. It goes out and looks at the cost on Amazon, comes back and says you made $8.46, and puts it in a spreadsheet for you. No more thought, no nothing. Can I get a lot of screaming on that, please? Yes. Kevin, what do you think of that? I don't even think you saw the diagnostics on that yet, have you, my friend?
I think it's amazing. I mean, you know, it's kind of solves a good problem that we have too, guys. Is we have all these sales going on eBay, and as we grow as a big company, not only do we want you to be able to track your stuff, but the larger we get and the more evidence and proof we have of what's happening here, the more we can go to other companies and say, hey, look, this is what we want to do, and they'll cooperate with us, right? So it also solves some really good opens some more doors for us when we can do things like this. So I'm pretty excited for a couple of different reasons, not just the price tracking, but what we can do on a larger scale going down the road too.
Awesome. And you know, Kevin, you missed it. I gave that speech on my internet, and this guy came out today. I actually tipped him, and I knew when I handed him $20, I knew it was going to go down again. As soon as I handed him, like, I'm just cutting my own throat here. I knew it. And he came out and he said that they had wired in my house where there's two wires coming in, so my internet, my wireless is going through every jack instead of focused on one. So we made it focused on one. I thought I was good to go, and sure enough, the start of this, it goes down. So I'm just gonna hardwire to the Ethernet. And the guys come over to the floors today, and we'll have all that fixed. But I don't think anybody wants to hear about that. So actually, this screen just refreshed, oddly enough. Perfect timing. A little something called the price tracker. Okay, now I can't go into too in depth on this. It'll be back there by the end of this year. And remember, you guys are stopping selling. You should be stop selling now. And I want to talk a little bit to that, and I'll show you how this works in just a second. I got some pushback and some push sideways and some push this. And I'm just speaking from experience. Obviously, I have nothing in the hopper to get you to stop selling on eBay. I'm not shorting their stock or anything like that. The whole reason for it was if you had a problem with an order in March and you he went through the videos and said, hey, you know, whatever, here's the problem, you would 99.99% get positive feedback. But if you sold Sally Sue's bicycle right now for a Christmas present, I don't care what mom or daddy you sold it to, you're going to probably get bad feedback. So I was trying to protect you guys. Now, there's if you haven't done it yet, there's a few different ways to accomplish, you know, locking down your account over the next few days. One, you can just go grab a basic eBay store, just temporarily, I think it's like $15 or $16, and put it on vacation settings. That'll block people from buying it from you. Two, you can delist all of your items. Three, if you have flexibility on your, you know, how much your, you know, eBay gives you restrictions and stuff and how much you can list. If you have a lot of flexibility, just increase the prices to something where nobody would ever buy it. I saw some suggestions in the help desk about people, we're just going to put a note there saying this won't be delivered by Christmas. And you can go down that path, sure. It's just that I'm a bit concerned that I have a lot of knowledge on this, and I've never found a customer that reads since I've started eBay, so that's your call. The great news is a lot of people have been talking about after Christmas, you can actually, if you want to, you know, we all lead different lives, and sometimes I'm a pit bull worker and I'll work, you know, I've had webinars on Thanksgiving night. But this year I'm going to be all family and take a few days for that. So if you guys want to work, you can open back up the 20th. Nobody's going to expect the item to be delivered by Christmas, so they won't naturally order from you on the 20th. You'll still get orders, but they won't expect it by Christmas time. So if you haven't shut down, you're going to go for it. Well, you got about 4 days of rockiness, you know, making sure everything's done for you. On the 20th, once the orders start coming in, they won't expect that for Christmas time, okay? So you can reopen if you want on the 20th. Okay, cool. So look at this silly little thing. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open up Amazon.com really quick. And I'm going to grab a little item. Let's try a a Geneva watch. Geneva watch. It's a pretty good deal on a watch, by the way. So I'm going to take this title right here, copy this title, boom, and I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to click Add an Item. And you can add 25 at a time. You'll notice there's a drop-down menu here. I can't click on this drop-down menu because it's not just Amazon that's behind here, so you won't be just price tracking Amazon. I'm going to check the chat for that. There better be some screaming for that as well. I'm going to paste this in here, and I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to grab what's called the AISIN number down here on the left side. This is kind of their SKU number, or how they identify this product. And I'm going to put this right in here, paste that in, I'm going to click Add Items, and boom, it's done. Now when I look on my list down here, it's right down here at the bottom, okay? And this will go ahead and every 2 minutes will check Amazon and come back with a price change, okay? Or not a price change, but if it's changed in price, if it's gone up, if it's gone down, if it's out of stock, if another company is selling it, etc., and notify you, the account holder, that this has just happened. So basically, in real time, I'm going to check the chat. I'm going to look in just a few seconds, and then I'm going to show you some examples. So 3, 2, 1, check in the chat. People are swearing. Kevin, you should grab part of that chat, by the way, and get a screenshot. That'd be awesome. Yeah, there's some profanity in there. We can edit that out. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, so this J.A. Henkel's knife set. It's an 8-piece knife set. The old price $39.95. The new price, the current price $39.95. There's 17 in stock. Oh yes, we're tracking stock too. How do you guys track stock? Well, we are. Don't worry about it. And the source is Amazon. So let's take a look. If I go over there. And yep, $39.95. The source is Amazon, completely good to go. Thank you, little machine buddy. That's awesome. Or here's one here that the price has gone down to $1.95 and it's being sold by somebody else. Let's go take a look at that. Magic Bullet. Absolutely stay away from the Magic Bullet. It's being sold by Kitchenista. Congratulations, Kitchenista. okay? And also, I didn't put any specific items in here. These are random. What I want you to notice is, I was talking to Kevin about this, kind of tongue-in-cheek, is I would always get a message about a price increase. So when a price increases, it shows in red because you lost money, right? So the old price was $40.73 on this knife set. Now it's $49.99. It's no longer available. Okay, you would have took a loss of $9.26. What I want you to notice here, I was telling Kevin, I said I always get a message when people have lost money, but the prices actually go down just as often. But people never mention that to me in the help desk, where, hey, the price went down. They never tell me that. So we only hear the bad, but that's okay. I get it. It'll also be a great time to, you know, we're going to put some strategy and some new videos in here. What if you took a shot on something? Let's see a big spread like this one right here in green just went down recently. Now it's from a different company here on the right side, but we're going to be starting to talk about I'm going to start studying and getting back data that I've already put in on one-day sales. You know, on a one-day sale where, okay, this has gone down $25.91. I can probably blow some out the door because I don't know when that's going to go back up. Well, I will know because they're going to alert me. So you can do a one-day sale, three-day sale, seven-day sale, something like that. It'll cost you a little bit more insertion fees, but that would be an item. This isn't just for price tracking. This is like, wow, that just went down $25.91. Let's go take a look. Okay, it's $54.08, and it's from Trade Deal. Okay, there's only 8 left in stock. It used to be $80. It's got all kinds of customer reviews on here. That could be something I'm going to list, although you don't list from Simple Human. See in the video, we don't sell stuff from Simple Human, and why in the Do Not List video. Okay, this would be something that wrecked your Christmas, minus $162. Okay, but there it is, guys. This is the price tracker. You guys are going to have this in your back office. We'll be loading this up shortly after Christmas. Okay, and this is what you guys have all been screaming for. Now, there is a site. Well, let's see if that's good enough. Is that good enough for everybody? Is that good? Is that cool? Kevin's getting screenshots, so no swearing.
No cussing.
All right, cool. Yeah, so this will notify you like in real time, like, hey, beep. So you're going to be on the road driving. I know what's going to happen. You're going to be on the road driving, and your knife set's going to go up $9.26, and your husband or wife's going to look at you crooked while you pull over and hop on your phone and change your price. Ew, that's going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those stories. Okay, so if you're elite, there's a site on there that you can sell on Google. Okay, so probably 3 weeks ago, a month ago, we uploaded, listed 8,000 plus items. I actually showed it on an elite webinar, and sales are raring in and roaring in and stuff like that. And we're making tweaks on there. I'm going to go a lot more in depth in the training on the elite section that there's some folks from Pro on here selling out on Google. Okay, you know the name of the site. Also, Kevin, if you grab a screenshot, I know they're typing in chat. Please don't put that out there. Also, we're going to be showing how to source different companies from China in the Monopoly section. I've promised that. It's way overdue, actually. It's in my mind, just ready to load up. We just went too fast. I apologize for that. We just came out of the door and went absolutely crazy. So, the pretty bow on DS Domination is this. Folks come in, and you know there's different types of folks out there that join DS Domination, and you know we've all have different backgrounds and stuff like that, and I've joined some stuff and quit it or turned it off or unsubscribed or whatever. It happens very infrequently in here, but the pretty bow is now that we have you know, we're not going to actually put this name on it, but if we had DS Domination Phase 1, it was clearly missing some things. It was missing, you guys needed that price tracker, unbeknownst to me. And now we move into DS Domination Phase 2. It's I don't know a word for it. We talk about game changing and stuff like that. There just needs to be a new word created because it's never happened before. If you've done any online marketing, offline marketing, network marketing, shopping marketing, whatever, marker marketing, I don't know. This has never existed before where everybody's making money. So what was weighing on my stomach and my mind through the whole thing is if 999% were making money and 1% wrote in and had troubles because a price changed or something, and they couldn't absorb that in their mind, it would wreck my afternoon. I would go out and I would get a drink or a coffee or something. I'd come back and I'd be working like 40 minutes later, like, Roger, why are you so stressed? Well, because Michael in Indiana lost $4. And I'd be so like, ugh. So now with the price tracker and the fix on that and the new global products coming in and all of that stuff and the new virtual pay card for folks all around the world, we've now taken this and making it absolutely insane. And I'll touch on this a little bit, the global shipping around the world. We've had people testing that since August, and everything's going amazing. And you will not believe that a person will pay $200 for an ironing board in wherever, So it's crazy the amount of money that's getting made there. So I cannot see anybody on this call ever having to work again. Besides DS Domination shortly into the new year. Over to you, Kevin.
Beautiful. Hey, I kind of want some help naming phase 2, guys. So hop in the chat and give us your ideas on phase 2. All right, we got some Moneymaker, Warp Speed, Next Generation. We'll take a look at these, yeah, we'll formally name it. But I want to kind of backtrack for a second. Roger said, if somebody has lost money in here, because a price changed, it better believe it does affect him, and I hear about it. Okay, because he will call up pretty upset that somebody lost, $3. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous him just saying it. He kind of nonchalantly rolled over that, but that's the dedication that we have here, guys. We're just here to help you make money at the end of the day, and if we can do that enough times, then we've got something amazing, which we already got. So pretty awesome. And there's something else I want to get before we end this and before we move on. Is we love to do a giant screenshot of who's making money with DS. So I'm going to count to 3, and then I want everybody to hit that chat. If you're making money here, if you've made money with DS Domination, toss it in the chat. Ready? You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Insane.
Nope, nobody. Okay, so we'll change up some stuff, and yeah, you can grab that screenshot. As those are loading up, guys, the event. I'll give you an update on the event. We're using the top event coordinator, definitely in the U.S. He's done. You haven't heard me talk about this, he's done state dinners for Ronald Reagan and worked with George Bush and put 20, 30,000 people in the Georgia Dome and everything else. So he's told me he's done events where the car comes up out of the stem. He's done it all. And he customizes the events per company. And his dad actually is, his name's Don Storms. And Don Storms built an Amway business of 1.5 million people. And Don's my neighbor. And his son Lee is just an absolutely amazing event coordinator. So we're... The problem we're facing is we're too big for Las Vegas. I know that sounds absolutely insane. I know we have some people on here from Las Vegas going, yeah, right. But the company we're going to go in Las Vegas, okay? That's a given. But we're too big they don't have space for us in March. So I got a message saying, can you go to May? And I was like, I don't want to go to May. I don't want to wait that long. So he said he's working on getting us a spot in April. So I don't have a spot for you yet. I'm bent on it being in Las Vegas. I just think it's really easy for the international folks to fly into. It's a great time, and it's a great place to go out and rock and roll out there. As I talked to him, we sat down at Starbucks, and I said, I don't want this silly traditional event where everybody has to buy this hotel package and this, and I don't want to make money off the event, and I want cheap tickets for the event and all of that, and they're dealing with that. They did tell me that one thing that I'm wrestling with is I didn't want to put the hotel package in with the event tickets. And he said, Roger, what happens is if somebody comes all the way to Las Vegas and they stay at the Motel 6 to save money, and 1,000 other people are in this hotel, they have a Motel 6 experience. And I know from being an introvert, and Kevin will back me up on this, when I would go to events for another company, I would have I would just have a different experience because I would stay in the hotel by myself, usually a different hotel to avoid people, not save money. And that was my experience. So anyway, that notification will be coming. So as we go on, you guys make the decision on what you want to do with your listings. I will be here working just as hard until about the 20th, and then I have to check out, not to go eat fatty foods and lay on my butt, but to recut all these videos and get all of this stuff coordinated and get all of the stuff back there for you guys. And then probably around the 27th, 28th, we'll be finishing that up. And then as we head into the new year, we'll negotiate the timing for, DS2 or whatever. Don't throw that name out on Facebook. We haven't made a decision that we're going to change the name or anything. But we'll be, hopefully January 2nd or something fresh so people can sleep in January 1st, throwing something out there. Okay. Kev, my friend, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I want you guys to, keep rocking it out. We're moving into the holiday seasons, and you're going to have a lot of chances to share this with people. Share away. Tell them what you've been doing in 2013 with DS Domination, and get them into it, get them involved, get some folks in here so that you guys can share this. If you're loving it and you're making money, share it, and know that throughout the entire holiday season, we want you to enjoy yourselves, and Roger and I will be working. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves. I'm looking forward to the holiday season. You have a lot of time at home, and I'm really looking forward to sprucing up DS and going through and doing a lot of stuff back there for you guys for 2014. I think 2014 is going to be a year that a lot of people, if they're in DS, are going to find out that that's the year that their lives really took that shift into real financial freedom, real security, those six-figure income lifestyle. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I want to see as many people as possible hit those goals. So it's become kind of and Roger said this before on calls, it's become kind of a more like a mission for us. When you start out making some money, you're always worried about that first sale, that first dollar. You're worried about putting food on the table. But once you get past that, it really becomes different. It becomes more than that. It's not. It doesn't. You don't have to worry about the food on the table anymore. Now it's how can we help other people, and that's the drive. That's the passion. That's how we look at everything we do inside of DS. So this Christmas, this holiday season, be sure, I guarantee you, Christmas night, me and Roger will be on here doing something with DS. We're just going to keep rolling it out and making it bigger and better because we want you guys to succeed. And I want 2014 to really be just your breakout year, guys. Your breakout year. Everyone's got New Year's resolutions. My New Year's resolution is to make sure that we have thousands upon thousands of successful people in this system, which that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Because we already do. So I guess I'm going to have to make maybe a bigger one. But that's the goal, is to get as many of you guys as much money as humanly possible in 2014 moving forward. So Christmas, New Year's, you guys better be sure we'll be working.
Yeah, and I'll just do some quick quick housekeeping announcements. I was getting so many friends that were adding me to Facebook that Facebook has me on complete block. So I see people are private messaging me on Facebook, and I'm just crying in tears. Not really, but I'm looking. I'm going. I can't message you. So I have no Facebook capabilities except to post on my wall, and that's somewhat limited. Cody, if you're listening in, yes, it is full, and you cannot get on. So I'm stuck on Facebook for a little bit. So just letting you know that if you're private messaging me not hearing back from me, that's why. And I know from going through eBay over Christmas time several times, you're in a different phase. Either you're just getting started, and you see that there's hope going forward into 2014 and the end of this year, or you've made some money and you're going to have a brighter, more amazing Christmas, or you're just rocking it out and your kids are getting cars and stuff like that, but whatever. Just remember what it's all for, and thanks everybody for everything, and I'll let Kevin, you sign off, and thanks guys for letting me be a part of your lives this year, and bigger and better things are coming. Take care. Kevin?
I kind of think that says it all, but and I said this when we started 113 days ago, that this is a family. You guys are family. DS Domination is a community, and we want nothing but good stuff for you. So love you guys. Enjoy your Christmas holiday. Keep rocking out, DS. Talk soon. Bye.
Take care. Thanks, guys.
Learn how you can create an online income by leveraging two of the largest online stores, Amazon and eBay. Click on the link below and get started today.